What's up guys, welcome back to the Indie Auto Vlogger YouTube channel, and today's a bit of a special one. While we're going to be doing a review, this is also going to be kicking off what I'm calling the Car Quest series. It's gonna follow me along on an adventure and a journey, if you will, while I look at my next daily driver. The wife is going to be keeping and driving the Wrangler Moab full-time, which means as I start to have to return to the office, I'm going to need a new car. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and hit that like button for me if you like the content, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay around and follow me along this Car Quest journey. In addition, I like to do weekly videos of auto reviews and anything else auto related, so that's kind of the content you can expect going forward. Before we get any further, big thanks to Dreyer and Reinbold here in Indianapolis, BMW North, for letting me take this car out, review it, and give you guys some nice footage. So, kicking it off and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the 2021 BMW M340i. And naturally, of course, let's go ahead and start under the hood. So just looking in here at first glance, obviously I love how BMW does the nice in-performance badging even on the engine cover. It's just something I've personally enjoyed over time. But yeah, like I said, so it's the 3-liter inline-6, the tried and true engine that BMW is also well known for, powered by a single turbo, pushing out about 380 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. I want to say it has a 0 to 60 time in something like 4.1 seconds, and that's about all there is to this engine. I mean, it's a phenomenal piece of machinery, and I already know. I mean, I've owned quite a few BMWs. I don't think I can really go wrong with that one, especially in terms of reliability and all sorts of other options. So let's close the hood and take a look at the front. But yeah, looking at the nice enhanced LEDs with the daytime running lights. One thing, and I know everyone talks about this, and it's not so bad on just the standard 3 Series versus the M3, is of course the difference in the grille and the upgrades that they did there. But of course, the cool mesh pattern that they did right there is really nice, and all of the different air inlets here for the car, and on the sides, those functional air inlets that allow it to pass through the side of the vehicle is really phenomenal. And then of course in the front we've got all of the forward collision sensors. You can see here just all the little caps. Yeah, so let's move to the side. Taking a look on the side, I mean, it's a sleek BMW profile. I mean, this is what you get with the 3 Series. With the M Sport package, you get the really nice premium M Sport wheels. I want to say these ones are 18-inch, and the matching M. All right, so moving further back, one thing I haven't decided if I like is the rear of this car. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the M340i badging, and of course there's the X-Drive. Still don't, let me back up a little bit. It's sleek, but it's kind of dull. I don't know. I mean, you've got the dual exhaust in the back, and it has a really nice throaty throttle sound. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys feel the same way. I mean, that's not a deal breaker, but it's just different. I'm used to, the F30 series. I feel like had a more sporty and aggressive looking rear end. So I don't know. Let me know. Let's go ahead and jump onto the inside. Now I'm really excited to show you guys this because it does have some pretty snazzy little upgrades that I'm down with. All right, so just opening it up at first glance, you've got the blue performance stitching that I think is really nice on this. Of course, you've got the M badging there. Yep, there we go. And then boom, the blue in performance stitching Vernasca leather seats, which just look amazing. So when I was building this car out over a year ago, I mean, this is almost identical to how I would have built it out in the interior. It just looks amazing. All right, now that we're on the inside, let's start taking a look around the interior, and I'll just kind of show you from a cockpit point of view. I mean, you'll see a little more of this during the actual test drive itself, but yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see here, it's got the performance steering wheel with all of the standard instrument clusters. I think they're making a pretty streamlined finish in their dashes and display for all of their at least 3 series, and I want to assume the remainder of them going forward. But yeah, I mean, you've got the new digital display in all of these G series, which, you know, it's pretty nice. Call me a purist, but I kind of liked the hybrid digital and regular analog display that you got on the previous generation's dash. So that's definitely something that would take some getting used to. Obviously, I've already highlighted the blue stitching on the door panels and everywhere else. Door handles, light features, that's how you pop the trunk, you know, of course, the hood. We've got, I wanna say that's more their sporty trim for the pedals. You know, you've got engine start, stop, sport, comfort, eco, all of the different modes, you know, park assist, traction control turn off. This is where you control all the media features. And then of course, you know, you've got your shift knob here, which I like. It is sleek. And then of course, cup holders, USB, 12 volt. Surprised they still do that. That's nifty. Looks like they've got a nice little phone charger here. You know, let's see if that works. Oh. I probably got to turn on the car, don't I? Oh, it's charging. Look at that. That is all right. I'm a tech guy, so that gets a plus for me. Let's look in the center console compartment. A lot of storage space there. You got a nice little light, extra USB-C. Oh, stepping it up, BMW. A USB-C port. Glove box, as always, I'm a big glove box guy. I like having space. This is definitely way better than the Jeep, which isn't really a fair comparison, but that's what we're going by right now. Of course, this one's got that really nice, sleek, I don't even know what to call this design. I'm going to be honest. Let me know if you know in the comments, and I'm sure by this point in time, I'll have something up in the video highlighting what that's actually called. But I love all of the trim accents in here. Can't get over this M Sport steering wheel. And then of course, we'll move into the rear here in a second so I can give you an idea of what it's like. I'm 6'1", I'm pretty slender, but I'll give you an idea what it's like to be back there from my perspective. Let's start it up real quick and we'll just take a look at the dash and I can show you everything else. All right, so as you can see, there's startup, and of course, here's everything on the center dash, so all the standard quirks and features that you'd expect. Man, I keep reaching right here. I'm used to this in BMWs. This is where the start-stop is normally, and it's down here now. That's fun. You know, where are my manners? I did not call out the sunroof on this one. But yeah, that's a nifty little feature that you get with the M340i. All right, moving into the back. All right, it already looks pretty spacious back here. I love this Vernasca leather with the blue sports stitching. We've got, you know, a couple little holders in the backs of the seats, speakers in the doors, you know, plenty of storage space here in the compartments. Let's go ahead and step in. Oh my, this is spacious. To be honest, like I said, I'm pretty lengthy, and this seat's already adjusted for my driving size and style, and my knees have plenty of room. I am surprised. This is nice. So that's definitely a plus in my book. Don't know. This gets back to me being practical and reliable, how a baby seat will hold up back here. That's not to say that my wife and I are pregnant or having a kid just yet, for any of those people watching that know me personally. But it's something that we've got to take into consideration here. And you know, it looks like there's going to be enough room, to be honest, and this passenger seat is pushed back really far. And then, you know, plenty of view outside the back. Let's go take a look at the trunk. Opening up the trunk here, wow, this is spacious, surprisingly spacious. You know, you've got storage capacity on both sides, and you know, some miscellaneous items here that come with it. And I'm guessing, and I'm not gonna mess around with it right now, but this pops up, and I'm assuming a spare is down there. But yeah, I mean, there is plenty of room to store all sorts of cargo. I'm guessing you would have to put golf clubs in your back seat. And that's another thing to take into consideration if you're a golfer or anything big like that. If that's what you're aiming for, an SUV is probably the move. All right, so going on cruise number 1 here in this M340i xDrive. It is a spunky, fun little car. Man, and those seats just hug you. I miss being in a BMW, to be honest. This is why this car has made my list of considerations. It is phenomenal, and I can't get over it. I'm in comfort mode right now. I'll open it up in sport here once we get out on the main road. But you could definitely just take this out for multiple road trips. So I'm gonna put this in sport mode here in a second. The cabin noise is surprisingly quiet, and you can hear the exhaust, and I'll try to get up and go when I get around one of these roundabouts over here. Woohoo! Ooh, she's peppy. She is peppy. Oh, I've missed a car like this, you know, spending so much time in that Wrangler, and you know, it is an amazing car in its own right, but there's just something about being in a well-designed BMW that just puts a smile on my face. And, you know, we're coming around some turns here, so I'm just gonna kind of test that out. Oh, it grips the road so well. It is easy to get outside the speed limit in this car. It's just so smooth, but the throttle response and timing and that single turbo just kicking in is just phenomenal. I mean, just from a POV driving perspective, you can just, there's no give in that steering wheel whatsoever. It is amazing. All in all, from a driving and handling perspective, this does get a yes in my book. I approve of it. There's nothing that I really dislike or that comes off as a no-go from my perspective. But yeah, all in all, there's really nothing that I have from my perspective that would mark this as a no. The vehicle drives smooth, it has great acceleration, and it seems to be something that could be daily driven and taken on road trips without any issue long term. So props to BMW. The M340i is definitely a contender in my list of vehicles that I'm looking at purchasing.